Are you interested in becoming a freelance bookkeeper so you can work from home, be your own boss, and have a flexible schedule, but you're not exactly sure what a bookkeeper does exactly? Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through first the difference between a bookkeeper and a traditional accountant, and also what a bookkeeper does every month. My name is Susan Osborne, and I am the founder of the bookkeepersociety.com, where I teach new and aspiring bookkeepers how to have the core essential skills they need to be successful as a freelance bookkeeper. Be sure and sign up for my free bookkeeper starter kit. It's a free PDF that you can get instant access to by clicking the link down in the description. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant. So a bookkeeper is traditionally someone who is recording all of the transactions that are happening within a small business on a daily basis. So they may not be recording daily, but all the transactions that happen on a daily basis throughout the month, the bookkeeper is recording those transactions inside the accounting software for the business. Now, the accounting software that I use and recommend is QuickBooks Online. I use that exclusively, and that's what I teach my students to use. So what you're doing as a bookkeeper is recording all the transactions, and that can be anything that's going in and out of the bank account, any credit card transactions, any payroll transactions, anything basically that affects the financials needs to be recorded in the financial software, so QuickBooks Online. So that is the bookkeeper's job, is to make sure all of those transactions are recorded. The next job of a bookkeeper is then, when the month ends, is to get any relevant statements for any bank accounts, all the credit cards, loan statements, all of those things, and reconcile all of those accounts against the statement balance. Now, this assures that no transactions have been missed, nothing's been duplicated. It's a really good catch, and it's a critical piece of a month-end process to be successful as a bookkeeper, because you want to be producing clean, accurate financial statements every month to your clients. So once that reconciliation piece is done, you're going to do a month-over-month review in the profit and loss statement and just look at everything. And a month-over-month review is a nice visual that will help you see if anything's missing, if anything's out of place, maybe coded to the wrong account. And month-over-month review is, again, another critical piece to a month-end process for a bookkeeper. And then lastly, what you're going to do is you're going to create financial statements for your client. Now, I like to call them a financial package. I like to create a package where I have a profit and loss statement, a balance sheet, and then I usually create a couple of custom reports, which may or may not be necessary for certain clients, but it's just something I like to do to give them kind of a nice overview. Some clients aren't good at looking at the financial reports and understanding what's going on. So I usually do like a summary page where I like to show them highlights. Here's your total revenue, here's your gross profit, here's your net income or net loss, etc., things like that. So it kind of helps pull out some of the key important things that your business client will need to know to help them make good decisions running their business. So that is, in a nutshell, is what a bookkeeper does. Now, keep in mind there are other things that a bookkeeper might do, such as processing payroll, paying bills, invoicing clients, and doing collections, things like that. So there could be additional duties that a bookkeeper does, but at the essence of your duty as a bookkeeper is to produce clean, accurate financial statements every month for your client. And so again, that is done through this process of recording transactions, reconciling them, reviewing them, and then producing financial statements for your clients. And it's also just, I always teach people really understand the financials so that you can help explain things to your clients, because a lot of small business owners don't understand their own financials. Some of them are very savvy, but some of them, it just stresses them out and they don't understand what's going on in the financials and they don't even look at them. So as a really good, valuable bookkeeper, I always recommend really understanding the financials so you can help your client understand what's going on in their business. That's going to help them make better decisions and be more profitable in the long run. Okay, so now back to the accountant. So again, a bookkeeper is often called an accountant, but an accountant and bookkeeper are typically separate. So an accountant, again, is often a CPA, and that is the person who is licensed and is preparing and filing income tax return for the business. So I often work closely with the accountant as the bookkeeper, not on a monthly basis, but usually at year end when they're getting ready to do the tax return for the small business. I am providing that CPA or accountant with the year end clean, reconciled final financial reports so that the accountant can then file the tax return. So that CPA may have questions for you as a bookkeeper, just saying, what is this account? What went on here? And etc. So oftentimes I do at year end work closely with the accountant, just answering questions and making sure they have what they need to file the tax return. But I, as a bookkeeper, am not responsible for filing tax returns. I'm not licensed to do that. I have no interest in doing that. So as a bookkeeper, it's not your job to learn all the tax laws. Obviously, the more you know, the better. If you are experienced with filing taxes, that's great. If you aren't, don't stress. You don't have to go out and take an income tax course. You don't have to know that. But the core responsibility of you as a bookkeeper is producing clean, accurate financials for your client, and then at year end for the tax preparer. So I hope this has been helpful. It's very a high level view of what a bookkeeper does. And again, there could be a lot of additional things in there that you may do as a bookkeeper, depending on what you want to do for your clients. You might be filing sales tax returns or things like that as well. But at the end of the day, your job as a bookkeeper is really to just get all those transactions recorded accurately, reconciling them, reviewing them, and creating those awesome financial reports for your clients. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, but definitely download your Bookkeeper Starter Kit PDF through the link below.